Hey, I didn't see you there. Welcome to the Vibe Student-Led Talk Show. I'm Paris Thompson, and today I'm going to talk to you all about the 1967 case of Virginia versus Loving. But before we start in 1967, we have to go all the way back to the beginning. Yep, this story starts in 1664. In 1664, the colony of Maryland adopted the first anti-miscegenation laws. This meant that interracial couples could not marry, and a lot of other colonies followed suit right after Maryland created these laws. Years later, there were even attempts to actually write in the Constitution that interracial marriages were illegal. In 1967, a white man, Richard Loving, and a black woman, Mildred Jeter, were married in Washington, D.C. But when they returned home to Virginia, they were arrested and also convicted of violating the state's anti-miscegenation law. They sued, and the case went all the way to the Supreme Court. And that same year, the court ruled that prohibiting interracial marriages was unconstitutional, therefore making interracial marriages legal in all 50 states. The first time since 1664. So I hope you enjoyed this story, and there are so many other stories to be told. So I hope you keep tuning in and learn more about Black history during Black History Month. I'm Paris Thompson, and thanks for tuning in.
I'm Mr. Muniz, and here's your Black History Fact of the Month. Did you know Rosa Parks was not the first African-American woman to give up her seat on the bus? It was March 2nd, 1955, when 15-year-old schoolgirl Claudette Colvin refused to give up her seat on the bus 9 months before Rosa Parks.
My name is Hayden Malone, and I go to Coon Creek Elementary School. Ruth Carter is an African-American designer. She made the costumes for the movie Black Panther. She was the first African-American to receive an Academy Award for the best costume designs. She is a graduate of Hampton University.
Isaac Beavish, I go to Merritt Baptist Middle School. And did you know that the first African-American NBA coach was also a player, 11-time NBA champion for the Boston Celtics, Bill Russell?
From the time slaves arrived in America over 400 years ago, up until about the 1800s, African Americans were denied the right to an education. Separate but equal was the result of the Plessy v. Ferguson Supreme Court case. It allowed for African Americans to get an education under the conditions that their schools were segregated from their white counterparts' schools, and as long as they had the same resources that their white counterparts had as well. But unfortunately, that was not the case. Ruby Bridges made history on November 14th in 1960 as she became the first African American student to attend an all-white public school. Since African Americans were not allowed to attend the already existing colleges and universities, the Freedmen's Bureau and the American Missionary Association had to create their own black institutions. The first student to graduate from one of these black institutions was from Baldwin University in the year 1890. Since then, there have been a rise in the number of HBCUs and the number of students attending HBCUs. In fact, some of our world-famous leaders have attended HBCUs, including our Vice President Kamala Harris, Thurgood Marshall, Jesse Jackson, and many other notable people. African Americans have come a long way in terms of education, from not even being able to receive an education up until the point of today where we have produced some of the most brightest minds that we have today. And through education, African Americans will continue to produce bright minds and future leaders.
Hey guys, it's Bentley Manning, and I can say that my favorite part about Black History Month is seeing where we are as a country back then and where we are now. And if it weren't for the different laws and the protest against segregation, I would not be able to be in the same room or in the same school as some of my very best friends. I am so happy and grateful that no matter what color you are, how you talk, or where you're from, or where you live now, we can still be friends. Always remember that it isn't about the color of your skin, the accent you have, or the background which you come from. It's about the love in your heart. While we have come a long way, we still have a long way to go. Let's always remember to treat everyone with love and respect. Bye.
Hello everyone, I'm Drew Cox, and to celebrate Black History Month, I'm bringing you some facts about the man, the myth, the 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama. Barack Hussein Obama was born in Honolulu, Hawaii on August 4th, 1961. Obama is a smart guy. He attended a lot of great schools like Columbia University, Occidental College, and Harvard Law School. Fun Black History fact, he was the first African American to be the president of the Harvard Law Review. Before he became my favorite president, Obama was a civil rights attorney. Then he got into elective politics, and from 1997 to 2004, he represented the 13th District in the Illinois Senate. He moved up to the U.S. Senate representing Illinois from 2005 to 2008. He was the third African American to be elected to the Senate since the end of Reconstruction in 1877. He was also awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 2009 for his amazing political efforts. During his 2 terms, Obama did a lot of good for America. He significantly improved the economy and improved our reputation abroad. For all the great things he did during his presidency, most people can agree that Barack Hussein Obama II was one of the best U.S. presidents. And that has been Drew Cox from The Vibe. Peace out.
I am Tajay Atkins from Heritage High School, and I'll be discussing with you 2 key African American figures who resided here on the peninsula. I am standing in front of a mural depicting the life and legacy of Thomas Calhoun Walker. Born into slavery in 1862, Summer Walker's accomplishments include teacher, lawyer, and government official. He was also the superintendent to the Gloucester Negro Schools. He was the first African American to practice law in Gloucester County. Just down the street is a historical marker dedicated to Mr. Walker. Next, I'd like to pay tribute to Jessie M. Ratliff. She was the first African American elected to the Newport News City Council. She was also the first African American and female mayor of the city, serving from 1986 to 1990. She was a role model to females who followed in her path in politics. On August 9, 2005, the Newport News City Hall was rededicated as the Jessie Ratliff Municipal Center in her honor. Ms. Ratliff's historical marker is located at 2901 Jefferson Avenue. If you'd like to visit other historical markers in Virginia, I suggest the book, A Guidebook to Virginia's African American Historical Markers. Once again, my name is Tajay Atkins, and remember, every day is Black History.
I note the obvious differences in the human family. Some of us are serious and some thrive on comedy.
Some declare their lives lived as true profundity, and others claim they live the real reality.
The variety of our skin tones can confuse, bemuse, delight. Brown and pink and beige and purple, tan and blue and white.
I've sailed across the 7 seas, stopped in every land. I've seen the wonders of the world, but not yet one common man.
I know 10,000 women called Jane and Mary Jane, but I've not seen any 2 who really were the same.
Mirror twins are different, although their features jibe, and lovers think quite different thoughts while lying side by side.
Love and lose in China, we weave on England's moors, we laugh and moan in Guinea, and thrive on Spanish shores.
We seek success in Finland, are born and die in Maine. In minor ways we differ, in major we're the same.
I note the obvious differences between each sort and type, but we are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike.
We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. We are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike.
Well, greetings to you. I am Jordan Moody, your student representative to the school board, and it is my hope that you have learned something new this Black History Month. It is important to remember that no matter what color you are, religion you believe in, location you live in, or status you hold, we should treat everyone with the same dignity and respect. If you think about it, even as you went through this week, you needed the assistance of someone who didn't look like you, talk like you, or even believe what you believe. We must realize that we can't make it without each other. In closing, I want to remind you that your school division is what you make it. Your voice matters. Next month or tomorrow is Student Empowerment Month. Decide to use all of you, your voice, your history and experiences, your gifts and talents to make this school division the best in the nation. We want every student to know that they can have an opportunity to lead, serve, and contribute to the efforts to make NNPS great. I want you to stay connected with all that we are doing during our Student Empowerment Month by following our school division at NN Schools, our Youth Development Department at NNPS Youth DEV, and me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Student Rep NNPS. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay healthy, stay great, and always remember the past and reshape the future. Peace.